is Joanna. This is my first YouTube channel and my first YouTube video, and I'm so nervous. But I decided to do this, so I have to do this. Okay, so I'm a medical student. I'm a fifth year medical student. Yes. Okay, so I tried doing my own makeup. I'm not a makeup artist, but I think I tried and I think it came out okay. Well, so don't make a meme with my makeup. I wouldn't like that. Okay, so fine. This YouTube channel and this YouTube video, I decided to do this to accept who I am. I live with a disability for the past 20 years now. Yes, it hasn't been easy at all. Growing up was never easy. I mean, being different, people constantly reminded me of the fact that I was different, and it wasn't easy. I never liked seeing myself in front of mirrors. I never liked seeing myself in videos. And this first video is about facing my fear and accepting who I am. And as time goes on, I want this channel to be for someone out there, to be for the people out there who also want to face their fears. I don't know what your fears are, but I think when you know that someone is there cheering you on and hoping for the best for you and being with you for you to get over that fear, I think it helps a lot. I had people that helped me face this and come to this decision, and I want to be that rock for somebody else out there. So when I was 4, I got seriously sick and my mom took me to a clinic. So when we got to the clinic, there was lights out and the nurse in charge said she had to give me an injection. I was a kid, I was scared of injections, so when she brought the needle out, I started screaming my head off and made my body so rigid because I didn't want them to touch me. So she gave me the injection, and afterwards I was more sick and all that. My mom took me home and then we slept. So the following morning at dawn, she woke me up to bath me and then take me to the hospital. So when she woke me up and asked me to get up, I couldn't get up. My mom thought I was being childish and wanted to be pampered, so she shouted at me to get up. You all know how Ghanaian parents are like. So she shouted like, get up, I won't tolerate this early morning. And I'm like, I can't get up, I'm not intentionally doing it. So she spanked my ass so hard. I started crying and telling her I really can't get up, it's not intentional. So my mom tried putting me on my feet and I fell right back down. So she tried about 3 more times, and when she realized that I wasn't playing and I wasn't joking about the fact that I couldn't get up, she started crying. Woke my dad up, and my dad calmed her down and told her to take me to the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and I think when we came back that day, I was fine. I was walking again, no problem anywhere, playing with kids in the house and all that. And then about 2 weeks later, I felt seriously sick again, and they rushed me to Komfanoche Teaching Hospital. I stayed in the hospital for 3 months, and in my 3-month stay, my mom, my dad said they were told to hope for the worst, like anything at all can happen. My mother's mom, whenever she comes home, she literally constantly reminds me that when she used to come to the hospital to see me back then, my whole body was like rotting away. Like they couldn't bath me. You can't turn me around because my body was full of sores and it didn't seem like I was ever going to be human again. I couldn't sit. I couldn't stand. I could only lie down. I remember there was a day that my grandma was supposed to take care of me because my dad was working, my mom too, so my family were running shifts on me. So my mom will come early in the morning. My elder siblings, when they close from school, will come in the afternoon. Then my dad and my mom will come back in the evening. So they had to go and bring my grandma from our hometown to come and be taking care of me so that she can be there all the time. I remember there was this one time she took me out to go and bath me, and She tried putting me on my feet and I fell down on the floor, like on the hospital floor. And people were shouting on her and all that. And I know she was just trying to help. She was just trying to give me hope that it's okay, that I could walk again. And when I came out of the hospital after 3 months, I couldn't sit. I couldn't walk. My mom had to take me for physiotherapy almost every day. And after some physio, I was able to sit again. So I sat, and then from there, I started crawling again, like learning how to walk all over again. So there were so many kids in the house where we used to stay at the time. So those kids who surround me, do it this way, do it that way. So my mom had to be an inventor by force. So she realized that whenever I crawled, the sand and the stones were hitting my knee. So she bought foam. I'm sure you guys know foam. Then she would strap it on my knee so that when I crawl, the stones and the sand don't hit my knee anymore. So my parents became inventors. They kept inventing stuff my hands so that when I crawl, it doesn't hurt and all that. I was so determined to walk again because the kids were always playing. They were always running around. But it just was never the same again. I had to learn how to walk again with a baby walker. And when I did, it was never the same again. My right leg became smaller, way smaller than my left. I had to limp when I walk. Sometimes I would fall so many times. So because of that, I have so many scars on my legs. But I endured it. I did not give up on myself. I had to stay home for over a year whilst my mates were in school. I couldn't go to school. I couldn't go anywhere. I mean, not that I was a fan of school when I was young. My mom says I used to run out of school. But still, I wanted to go to school. I stayed home for over a year. Always alone in the house. My siblings would go to school. All the kids in the house would go to school. Some kids will make fun of you. Some would insult you with your condition. I've had so much worse things growing up. Someone even told me my leg is like a grasshopper. But we were kids. I don't even know if that person, I don't know where they are, but I don't think they would say that now. But when I was growing up, I thought it was a plus because I was always left out of doing things. But when I became a teenager, I realized it wasn't a plus. When I go to school, I'm so different. Like, you know that thing that when you're in, like, I think around class 6, JHS1, when people start teasing other people with boys, and I know it's not real, but everyone was going through that, and I never had something like that. I mean, it seemed like nobody wanted to be associated with me. I remember I would want to go for SIP marching parade and all that, but I've never ever in my life had that liberty to do that, because in my school, anytime SIP march came, they would let me stay in school because they would say you can't march, so stay in school. I decided to stop going for excursions because anytime I paid the money and we got to the place, they wouldn't let me see the sights. They would tell me stay in the bus, your leg is paining you. So I stopped going for excursions because I felt like it was a cheat. I pay the money, I get there and I don't see anything. I'm always staying inside the bus. I remember when I was in JHS and I wanted to do science in senior high school. Some people were like, you can't do it, you have a disability. When I was in senior high school and I wanted to do medicine, my mates were like, you can't do it, you have a disability. It's like everyone constantly reminds you that you're disabled. But I have always been grateful to my family. My elder sister, Esther Baba, would never let you feel that you are less of a human being. And that's the kind of family that I have. When I got of age, my mom would let you wash, would let you scrub, would let you clean, and then she'd tell you that there is nothing wrong with you. My elder sister, God, if I won't talk about her, we won't be done now. But I am glad that I had a family that didn't make me feel different. I never liked walking in front of glasses or make a video while I'm walking. But today I want to face that fear. I want to admit that I'm different and that's okay to be different. I want to walk out there and show everyone that this is how I walk. This is how different I am. But I'm proud of being different. I've decided to accept that I'm different and live with it. And I'm going to show everyone for the first time. I'm going to put it out there for the whole world to see. I mostly take pictures just this way. I never really take pictures of everything because then anybody who is very observant would see that there is a difference in my legs. But today, I'm going to show everyone how different I am. And I'm going to face it. And I'm going to ask you to face it with me. And when time comes, I want you all to bring in your fears and let's talk about it and face it together. So, this is my first YouTube video. I hope it goes well. Don't mind the crying. Sometimes I just can't help it. But I think it's going to be well. It's going to be good.